I know, right?
Mic check, mic check. Are we live?
Mic check.
Mic check.
Happy Easter, everybody. Stand by. We got a new guest in the house. Stand by.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Yo, everybody. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Hey.
Easter.
You
I,
guys, Macy's eggs go on sale tomorrow.
Okay. Hey,
Get that 50% off.
what kind of hair does IHOP sell?
Oh.
Again, what kind of hair does IHOP sell? Extensions.
Thanks.
Emotional,
damn it.
Extensions? No. Okay.
I thought it was great. It was great.
Well, welcome everybody. My name is DJ Kid Mango. We got DJ Mr. A, Carla D3, and Coach Anthony from About That Wallet. And we have a new guest in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Maralen Pennyfeather.
Hey, Marilyn.
Hey, so happy to be
Welcome,
here.
Marilyn.
Thanks for having me.
We met in Yokota, and I was the kind of the coordinator for the Yokota Idol. And she was one of the contestants. And was it two Yokota Idols or just one that you did?
I think just one.
Just one? Just one.
Yeah.
So you had songs like Lady Gaga, you had Etta James,
Yeah.
and
Jessie
Jessie
J.
J. Yeah, Jessie J. Carla, of course.
When what's the other lady's name that sang
Kim?
Summertime? She sang Summertime.
Was it Billie Holiday?
Mm,
She sang Billie Holiday?
I think it was.
No, Sarah?
I don't
No,
think I was there for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I did Yokota Idol 3 years in a row, I think.
Because it was 2011 when I did it. Yeah.
So it was before he came, Carla. Or before after
You mean after?
he left. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we had Yokota Idol. I got there 2002. They already had like one or two seasons already. Maybe one.
Okay.
And I took over for almost 10 years. So Yokota Idol
Wow.
up to 8 or 9, I think. So the tail end to your time when you were there, and I stopped maybe I don't know 2015. I think I stopped. Anyways,
Okay.
That's how we met. Well, welcome to the show. I remember you from on TikTok and social media, and I'm just following you. So whatever reason, I said, you know what? I forget to ask her. You should join the team. Hey, so
Yes.
Well, here I
Um,
am. Thank you.
yeah, welcome to the team. Well, of course, it's Easter. You guys had anything fun to do on Easter, or do you observe it? Anybody?
We've been doing yard work.
Yard work.
You did yard work.
Yard work. Yep. Yard work.
Yeah, been
I
cutting down trees
observed
all
that
day.
potato salad.
I know, right? Yeah.
What
Well,
potato
yeah.
What happened?
I said I observed the potato salad.
Okay.
And the brownies and the cheesecake. So there was,
And welcome everybody on the broadcast. Mama Barbara's up in here. CD Guns, Mark always here. Man Martinez, welcome to the show, guys.
Martinez
And of
brothers.
course, oh yeah. Mark's been here from day one, actually.
Yes, he has.
Yes,
Pretty much.
thank you, Mark. You keep showing up.
Yeah. So right now, guys, I want to let you guys know without scaring you too much, but this is episode 96, where we're coming up to our 100 episode. So we need to sit after this and talk about what can we do in 100 episodes. It's been 2 years, but we're on season 3 right now, and it's been a great journey. And we had people coming in and out of their podcast, but we're here now, and we're going to do some good things in the next couple more episodes after 100. So great things. So this was a good week. I remember I told you guys I picked up a education barber gig. And so, not doing it for the money. I'm gonna tell you right now, and it's a good segue later on into appreciating teachers. Coach Anthony sent me an article about the great burnt out or the underappreciation of teachers. So we'll talk a little bit about today, but also we have some fun topic later on today about what was it? Can I intro this?
Absolutely.
Tell me about it. Tell me about the episode without telling me about the episode. Here you go.
Oh, Floyd. How could you?
Just making music.
I know.
My mouth is open.
It's natural music. All right, guys. We're going to start off with D3. Are you ready for I Got Questions?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, as DJ Kim Mango alluded to a little bit earlier, there's certain things that are going on with teachers. And as far as I understand, the teachers have been grossly underpaid for as long as they've really been in the profession. So it got me to thinking. It made me think about elementary school back in my hometown. And there were certain teachers, you can tell that they were actually stressed out, a lot of things that they were going through. And I can understand that kids being so damn immature and just doing stupid stuff that actually made no sense until after they did it and they saw how stupid it was. But it was a teacher that actually brought out the best in them. So since I have questions about learning and being a teacher and things of that nature, my question really is, which teacher do you feel made the most impact on your life and how? Me personally, I would say Mr. Jernigan in my 4th grade class. I mean, rest in peace, Mr. Jernigan. But he was the type of teacher you couldn't say any word you couldn't start any sentence with a W, which was what? Which the older I got, it let me know that you don't talk to an elder with a question. If they tell you something, you don't sit there and question it. You listen first, and then you do what they tell you to do, because they've already been at your age and they already been there before. So what teacher made the most positive impact or the most impact in your life? I'm D3, I got questions.
Okay, so
Well,
I can answer
Moment of
that. I
silence.
can definitely answer that
Moment of
because I was something else in school. But Miss Flora Handy, I don't know whether she's still here or not. I believe she is. But Miss Flora Handy, one thing about Miss Flora Handy is we look alike. You know what I mean? And it's not me where I grew up. where you had a teacher that looked like you. She was my complexion. She was a diva, and I remember her so much because she did not take any shit at all. She would give you a 0 in a heartbeat and tell you why she's giving you a 0, but you're gonna do it again. You know, she said you're gonna do it again. But I remember so many things that she was the teacher that was the only teacher I do believe that could get me in line. So I remember Miss Flora Handy. She got me in line. Other than that, man, I was fucking up.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. You know, the quality of teachers then and now, I don't think has changed, but I think the teachers have gone younger because maybe a lot of the teachers, like in our time, they'd stayed longer. You know, they do 20, 30 years, 40 years, 50, whatever it is, right? But
Yeah.
now that they all kind of retired, we have a lot of younger teachers.
Because they're younger than us.
Yeah, about our ages. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Oh yeah, even
would
my
say-
daughter's teacher she's 25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my daughter is
Mhm.
26. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe I don't remember anybody in my high school time where they're
Mhm.
that young in our 20s. Maybe like in middle
Mhm.
school and maybe in elementary.
There
But
might
there should be like a
might
limit.
Gym teacher or an assistant coach on something. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So, but not like a regular teacher in high school.
Can I
like they were
ask-
in their 20s.
Why do you feel like there should be a limit? Like, are you meaning on
I don't think
age
there
or?
I don't think there's a limit. I think there's not enough of an age gap because they're still in their 20s in high school.
Mm,
You know, if they're 26
Mm.
and the kid is 17, 18, you know, that's I remember my teachers, they were like in their 40s, 50s,
Yeah.
60s.
Especially in high school. But I know getting like Mr. Jernigan, like I said, between him and Mrs. Ricketts, who was in senior high, to me it does seem that they are younger.
Yeah.
But back then, everybody, I guess maybe to us, the perception was that they're older than us, so they're old. But
Right.
but I've had
What's up,
gym
Yvonne?
I've had gym teachers that were in their 60s. I'm like, I know they ain't doing nothing but let us play dodgeball. They not. I know better, but
well, I
they,
can
they,
say
they do see younger now.
going through the education system because I'm actually certified to teach middle school mathematics for the state of Maryland. But one of the things I'll have to say is that the way how teachers are bred are different. Because right now,
That's a good way.
even with everything that I've been through, going through a 4-year college, come out and they will still hire a person who went through Teach for America. And I'm like, Teach for America is only like a summer school, really. They can come out and they'll teach, but the schools will actually take that person versus somebody who actually went to school to teach and actually want to teach. Versus
Yeah.
Teach for America, they just doing it just to be doing it. I think that's one of those things you gotta.
So are you saying
Who is
that
it?
the quality of teachers coming in, they're not equipped yet to become teachers? Because usually they just do 4 years and maybe do like a month or two of like, hey, this is how you teach for this class. Where I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, like in other countries, they have like 2 years before they start teaching after they graduate.
When I went through the program, I had to teach 180 hours, which is pretty much just full school year. So I taught 3rd grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and 1st grade. And seeing that wide dynamic of kids, you actually do get to see the teachers that actually care, and then you see the ones who knew and come in and just think that kids should listen because they're older. And that's one of the things that Teach for America doesn't teach you is how to have that resilience when you going into the classrooms, and a lot of them don't know that aspect. So, I mean, plus you don't know the teacher rule book because the teacher rule book is a small book, but one of the things is that an article that they were talking about, as far as teachers don't get that much respect, is that if you see 2 kids fighting, if the teacher actually steps in to try to break it up, that teacher could actually lose their job. On top of that, because the teacher's not supposed to touch kids. And
Mm.
also you could sit there. I could tell a kid I actually did a small test, and good thing this wasn't an actual test. I was like, it was a math problem, basic math problem, just saying 5 plus 7 is 12. And then I have them go write it out again. They'll write down 11 immediately after we just talked. So it's like, you also, as a teacher, you have so many stipulations because even when you leave out the classroom, you're still being judged by a public. You're still being seen around. So you always have a target on your back once you are a teacher. So it's one of those things that a lot of people don't know about, but it's the way how society has it set up. And like teachers are held to a higher standard than a
But then
regular.
you think about it from the other end, you also got people that just send their kids off to school for the school to teach them everything that the parent is supposed to teach them. So the teachers are in the crosshairs no matter what.
Yeah, and being a teacher in Baltimore is pretty dangerous.
It depends. Yeah. Yes.
Emotional, damn it.
Oh man.
Because I was teaching in Pimlico, like over there by Pimlico. There was a middle school over there, and had a kid that recently had pretty much bust a hole in somebody else's head. And then they allowed him to come back into the school because we couldn't call CFP because the parent was actually bringing the child back to the school with clean clothes and a clean haircut. So we couldn't say negligence or so forth.
Wow.
And then everybody's looking at this kid as a golden child because the parents fought to bring him back inside that school, even though at the time it was his third transfer to come to the school, and that was when I was teaching 7th grade, so around that time frame. So yeah, it's tough. A lot of emotions, a lot of kids want to test you.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's really hard, especially dealing with trauma, because that's what I hear when you speak. And so I can't imagine like how difficult that is to try to like keep your emotions regulated, but then also try to regulate an entire room of children that you don't know where they came from, what's going on at home, what they're dealing with, like that's difficult.
It is.
Yeah.
There's an article here that Anthony sent over, Coach Anthony. One ex-teacher in Memphis said she had 194 students in her Zoom class.
Wow.
Wait, can you imagine 194 students?
Jeez.
There's what kind of education are you teaching? Or it's hard to sit there for hours and hours listening to whoever, one teacher. There's no control.
And that's one thing I don't like about this public school system, at least here in America. Like, I wish we had shorter days that were more impactful, that like focused on creativity, working with your hands, like learning trades that you can actually become your own boss. Like, you don't have to continue working for the white man. Like, can we move away from that, and build businesses? And like, it's just, I mean, who wants to be at school for 8 hours and then come home and do more homework? Like, there's no life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They're not getting to live and experience, and that's where you learn.
Yeah.
One of the issues I got with that is the fact that, well, not really with that, was just that sometimes it's hard to learn when you have things that hinder your livelihood. There's kids that they want kids to learn, but them kids don't even know where their next meal is coming from.
Correct.
So
yeah.
I can't concentrate on a test if my stomach is
right.
Here's what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yeah.
And that's what made me appreciate Mr. Jernigan. That's why he was the one that's like, you know what? This is how it's going to be. Don't say no question or anything like that to an adult with the letter W. So we couldn't say what, why, or nothing like that. Oh no! If he tells you to do something, you do it. And Miss Ricketts was the same way. If you miss one homework assignment, you're getting detention that day. And she didn't play, but that discipline that she had, because she used to be a drill instructor in the Marines, so that discipline helped to get us like, okay, we know she don't play, we're going to do our work, and we're learning. we're going to get a good grade in here, and she'll just look at us, and we think she's mad, and then she'll wink her eye at us. We're like, okay, so I guess I'm doing okay then. You know, so that's one of my favorite teachers.
I would love to. Do you mind if I share along with you with that?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I had a teacher in high school, and her name was Miss Maddox, and she was like the speech and debate teacher and like the mock trial teacher. And she was like one of the most compassionate, like empathetic, human beings. And I come from a background of complex trauma. My mother was like a narcissistic abuser, and she was, physical, verbally, emotionally, all that. And so kind of like how you mentioned, like kids you don't know where they come from and things like that, having a safe space. I mean, school is a lot of kids' safe space, so I kind of looked to her in like a mother figure type of way, because she was kind of what I wasn't receiving from my mom. So I had that attachment with her because she was kind, her love was unconditional. Like any questions you had, she welcomed them. She would answer the best that she could, and she was very encouraging. And I think like for me personally, that is what motivated me to do better, was like the words of affirmation, like, you're great, you can do this, like those types of positive reinforcement.
It does go a long way.
It goes a long way.
Because
and that's what
told me that it would have been a different. I was one of those kids that you had to say, you know what, sit down.
And now that you said that, it actually rings a lot true, because the kids that I have are not all kids. Some of them are in their 40s, 30s, but just saying, hey, you did a really good job, because they don't. A lot of them do not hear that. You know what I'm saying? They're in the mess of all this noise and TikTok and music and life, partners, dogs, kids, whatever. And it took maybe that one time to say, hey man, I'm really proud of you today. You did a really good haircut. And like the dog, it pretty much is scratch on the head, whatever, something little thing just to affirm. It goes a long way. I think teachers, maybe they're a lot of times right now, like you said, 194 students, say they had 40 students. It's hard to be personable for each student, right?
Absolutely.
To recognize, ooh, yeah, Eric is looking sad today. How do you recognize, how do you stop and try to pay attention to that student if you have 40 or 50 other students to worry about,
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. No. So anyways, I do think that we all agree that teachers are very underappreciated, underpaid. Teachers are not well equipped enough to be in certain grades or even to be a teacher. And it's a forever growing. It's just like being a police officer. There's a lot of scenarios that you have to go through in order that you cannot get just on the job. You have to really train all the time. Same thing with teachers. There are so many scenarios. You're a counselor, you're a mom, you're a dad, you're a brother, you're a psychiatrist, and and you're
but back in the day, you could even be a disciplinarian, but you can't do that now.
Not anymore. Yeah. I'll tell you what, if a kid hit me,
you take my bag on the way out.
Yeah, you're right.
So hard. Yeah.
Yep.
But even from an education standpoint, I mean, like, because they even talked about the pay, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not a teacher, was because of the pay.
Right.
Because if you look at it as a male, that's the reason why a lot of males, there aren't many male teachers. It's because you're supposed to look as the breadwinner, supposed to have all the money to kind of help support the household. And typically those jobs only start you off about 40 to 50,000. And that's with a 4-year degree. And then if you get certifications, they might give you an extra 10,000. But you need like a master's degree or 2 master's degrees, or even a PhD to actually see some real money. As far as even getting to the 6 figures, that's when you become to like assistant principal and so forth. But you're not as a regular teacher.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you
and I
salary to where you can't pay back school loans.
Nope.
Because you locked into it for 10 years because that's when they do the public service loan forgiveness.
Could you imagine being a bachelor degree or a master's degree and you're earning like 30,000-40,000 a year?
That's
the fuck out of here, man.
Awful.
That
Even
is
as a librarian, you have to have a PhD.
Wow.
Isn't
you gotta be super smart to tell people to shut the hell up.
Yeah. And then so I got a master's degree and you're gonna insult me with $19 an hour? Get the fuck out of here.
It's not a living wage. It's not a living wage.
Wow.
No. My very best friend managed a grocery store for 9 years. 9 years. And she was paid $13 an hour.
Wow.
That's $1,400 a month as a mom raising 2 children. That's not a livable wage. That's barely anything. And what's crazy, even with government assistance, she made $100 too much. So she couldn't even qualify for food stamps.
Oh, wow.
But hey, we care about women
our students, our kids. Well, we can have a whole podcast about this. I know we're very passionate about this. We will come back. We will touch this because it's important. It's really important, and I'm glad that Anthony brought up
here as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We can have a couple friends
that would be great.
Oh yeah, we can grab the teachers and come up and then talk about their whole the whole experience. And like I said, I'm starting to teach now with the barber, but people at the schools are a little bit different. So all right.
I would love to ask you one question, Anthony, real quick though. As your experience as a teacher, and especially going through so many different grades, what could you narrow it down to just like maybe like the top 3 things that you feel would be helpful to future teachers? Like, what do you think would make a drastic difference in schools? I mean, I know there's so many things, but like, what comes to mind?
Good question. Good question.
To be good in the classroom, it starts with day one. You got to set tone and pace for the classroom, which is one of the things is that I did, and I thought that was very helpful. Not only just from an experienced teacher, was to have the kids actually set up the rules for the classroom.
Okay.
And let them set up the penalty as well. And for one, I said no detention because for me, I'm not staying a little extra because I'm not getting paid extra. So I'm not giving up my lunches and I'm not giving up my afternoons. I can go on home.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Right.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Near Pimlico?
It was a school right down the street from Pimlico. I cannot think of the name of the middle school. But I wound up teaching that I really love is Heaven Harmon in Anne Arundel County. That was very great. But 7th grade in the city, yes, you got to set those boundaries.
I know I wasn't cut out for it when I did substitute teaching.
I did. I just had
and that was in Alaska. So if I went to Baltimore, man.
So number two is because I know we gotta get the show going. Number 2 is practically come up with make sure you know your unit plans. Because the unit plans are stretched for 3 months, but you can always pick up the plans throughout the day just to kind of set it. Again, it's part of setting the tone, that set up the expectations. Like, hey, I expect you guys to learn this in 3 months. And then the number 1 thing is to go in actually wanting to know your students and getting to know them, because they could be. I notice a lot of times if they are the youngest, they usually going through a lot, or if they're the oldest, they're going through a lot because it's a child that got introduced into the family and they feel left out. They're not the baby anymore.
Wow.
Gotcha.
That's powerful. Good for you. I love that.
Hey, I'm about to use that. Yeah. I'm about to use it in my school.
Okay.
Well, good job. Good job. And thank you, Anthony. All right. Let's go into Anthony. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Money Moves up next.
Yeah. So, Maralen, that's what my hair usually looks like when I get this taken out.
I love it. I'm a licensed hair braider and loctician, so I love seeing it. Yes.
So for today, folks, so my name's Anthony from the About That Water podcast. And as usual, for this particular show, I am here to help you build strong financial behaviors. And the book that I'm referencing today is called The Peter Principle: Why Things Always Go Wrong by Lawrence Peter and Raymond Hill. Now, one of the passages I'm actually going to take out of here, which is talking about the compulsive incompetence. I'm going to skip some of this stuff because he already talked about it a little earlier in the book, but he did re-reference this phrase, which is given enough time and assuming the existence of enough ranks in the hierarchy, each employee rises to and remains at his level of incompetence. Now, really, this book, I actually say you can actually stop after like 2 chapters. It's a thin book, but it's not really that in depth. But the cool thing about it is that what it's saying is that you always, every time you go to that next level, you're going to the next level of incompetence. And are you willing to take on that challenge? He also challenged people to not move on to that next level of incompetence, which I thought was kind of odd. But actually approve everybody going and challenging themselves to that next level. So one of the things I want you to do as a takeaway is to, when you look at something that's out of your reach or you feel that's out of your reach, I want you to go ahead on and try it out anyway. See what happens. If it's something that you wind up liking, go for it. If you don't like it, it's not for you. But you can always come back to it. At least you say you tried. And that's what I want to leave you for today. Thank you.
Oh man, that's I think I've lived my life.
it.
We've talked about that earlier too, Marilyn, before the show,
Mhm.
about just being open to other opportunities. Never closing a door, or say, "Hey, Floyd, I'd like to hire you for this. Are you able to do it?" And if I barely know it, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to fail, but of course, I don't want to fail. But I'm afraid.
Fear is a bitch.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
an
yeah.
asshole.
But I lived through my life. I think like Michael Jordan has missed more shots than he's actually made, but he kept on shooting, and he's one of the greatest in the world as far as all around basketball. So I'm probably the same way. I'm pretty much the same way. I probably failed more than I actually won. But like I said, when people get over that hump of not failing, or the fear of not failing, you can do a lot of things. And I know, like, all of us has done different things throughout our lives. And me, Carla, D3, and Eric, we were DJs, but we've done other things besides DJing. Even though DJing is part of our life. Marilyn, she's a singer, rapper. You rap too? I think you rap also.
That was a bad decision at one time in my life.
And then, of course, Coach Anthony. This is the first time I've learned that he was a teacher, and so now he's still teaching. Yeah, he's a teacher still. He's just teaching in a different way, which is about financial independence, financial education. So, and of course, we have a podcast. We're still kind of teaching other people from our experience. So that's great.
We
cool.
were talking about earlier walking in our purpose. So like how your purpose can change, from every day to day, one minute your job is maybe to help somebody get their groceries in the parking lot, then the next day it's he's teaching people about finances, like every day it's different.
Can we all agree that adulting kind of sucks just a little bit?
A little bit.
I didn't ask for this.
Right. I thought I wanted to grow up so bad.
Yeah.
Be rich.
Right.
Cuss and drink. That was it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting to win the lottery, but I guess you have to play in order to win. And I'm just not willing to spend that money. That's a commitment. So
the way I see it is like, I embrace failure because to me, in my lifetime, I've learned more from failure than I have from success.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No matter what, that's where that self-esteem kicks in. I mean, it's not cocky or anything like that. It's like, okay, no matter what I'm faced with, I'm bigger than that. So what am I going to do about it? So, okay, well, I fell on my face with this. Okay, well, maybe I need to tweak some things, work some things a different way. And now, not to brag or nothing like that, but I make the best lumpia on this hemisphere.
Hey.
What?
You're the damn lie. I'm like, when?
Not to brag or nothing, but my lumpia is dope.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding.
Divine is saying, Dr. Reeves, how much does it cost to be you? Well, I heard about that book. So if you want to read that book, that helps too. What does it cost to be you? I think we do get lost. Yeah, we do get lost in the shuffle of life and career and family, where we forget to take care of ourselves. You know, what do we like to do? You know, and we talked about in the past 2 years where people do the great resignation, right? No, fam, is now we know our worth. We finally, like, you know what, we had time to think about it, right? We had a few months of like sitting at home doing what am I doing? Do I really
Solitude.
love? Yeah. So now it's like, you know what? And I think more people who have quit are actually making more money or happier than they were stuck at a job they were there for 4 or 5, 10 or 20 years. And so it's just finding, like, you know what? This is not me. You know, I don't mean to be a barista. Nothing against being a barista at coffee, but you know, I need to do something other things. And so, and this is part of the podcast, is like us getting away from our main careers and our main things, our main hobbies, and saying, coming together and then sharing our experience. Right. And we've got we've got the East Coast, we've got the South, we've got the West Coast. At one time we had Washington, we had Hawaii at one time, we had Japan, we had Philippines. Yeah. So
in the South?
Oklahoma.
I guess.
Oklahoma.
Oh, I almost forgot where it was.
Yeah. South here. Yeah.
I still don't know directions.
Okay, Floyd, what's everybody drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm on the Black Label right now in Coke. One big black bottle.
What you got there, Maralen?
Sam's alkaline water.
That hit hard. It hit hard.
That hit hard.
Be careful with that stuff.
Keep my pH levels balanced.
Girl, my pH is good too. Oh.
Hey, air high five. You be taking your probiotics, because
I got it's called Monkey Shoulder. It's
Woo!
That sounds spicy.
Blended malt scotch.
That one was good.
I feel like some hair just like grew on my
Kettle One. I love the Kettle One.
Kettle One's good.
This is the one I was talking about, Anthony.
Okay, I gotta try that one.
That looks nice.
And this
exclusive.
is exclusive.
I'm jealous.
Boston bottle too.
Oh yeah, 35%.
Nice.
I feel like I need to go get some Burnett's, you know.
Right, I know.
That was the cool drink. It's like, 80% vodka for $6.
Ooh, that was good.
Power there.
I think Anthony got us drinking. Every Wednesday, Anthony goes live. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time.
My wife
started drinking
Wednesdays.
I can't wait.
I implore you guys, go to his About That Wallet. I think the last episode, and you can tell when the liquor kicks in.
Yeah.
Yes.
The exact moment when the liquor, the serum starts kicking
You're
in.
getting exposed today.
Emotional.
In front of our guests.
All right.
Timeless vodka.
Yeah, I've never heard of time.
Okay, let's go into some fun facts. Go some random facts, some music here. One of our favorite segments here. Stand by. Does everybody remember TLC?
Yes.
TLC 1994 album Crazy, Sexy, Cool was certified diamond and the first female group to get diamond.
Nice.
L.A. Reid offered Chris Brown a recording contract on the day they met, but he turned down the offer.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. In 2002, Whitney Houston said in 10 years she'd be retired and just looking after her daughter. Unfortunately, she passed away, including her daughter, Bobby Brown. All right,
what year was she passed away?
So sad.
Oh, what year was that? You ever look it up?
Let me see.
2012,
Wow.
something like that.
Whoa. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something like that.
That's so sad.
Yeah. I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Aaliyah kept Rock the Boat for 2 years before she released it, as her label thought it was too sexual.
Really?
Wow.
That's one of her biggest hits, right? Rock the Boat.
Yeah.
She had that for 2
Yeah.
years before she released it.
Wow.
Well, before she was a Destiny's Child member, Michelle Williams was a backup singer for Monica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you what, Michelle Williams can sing.
Yeah, she
Yes,
can
she
sing.
can.
She can sing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what?
I
yeah.
think she sings better gospel though. Like
Yes.
I think she's
Yeah.
down her alley doing that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She fell a couple times.
You might not know this, but you know a lot of people are related in the entertainment business. But Brandy and Snoop Dogg are first cousins.
Really?
What? You get
Yeah,
all the free weed you could ever want. How
dope.
awesome would that
exactly.
be?
No pun intended. That's dope.
Right?
I'll be like, you want to come over and smoke today? What's up, man?
Yeah.
It's just a
Mary
one-
J. Blige is the only artist to have won Grammys in R&B, rap, pop, and gospel.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mary
That's
J.
cool.
had a gospel song?
She was on the gospel
Wow.
song.
Oh, yeah,
guess
when
what?
she was on the Kurt Franklin.
Yeah,
Oh.
yep.
Oh,
R&B, rap, pop,
okay.
and gospel. She has won Grammys and all. So is she a legend? Fuck yeah, she's a legend.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Well, people know about Whitney Houston's connection with other singers. Mariah Carey's godmother is R&B icon Patti LaBelle.
I did not know that. That is neat.
Mhm.
Wow.
Neo was contracted to work on Michael Jackson's new album, but unfortunately MJ passed away before they met.
Oh.
Wow.
Could you imagine that collaboration with Neo and Michael
So
Jackson?
sad.
I think that would have been good.
Especially with them dancing.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I heard that Bruno Mars had wrote some songs for Michael Jackson also.
Wow.
Really?
Imagine.
Okay.
That would have been awesome.
That were ever used.
Oh gosh.
Never
Mm.
used.
Should have had.
Never used. The Cosby Show gave Alicia Keys her first acting gig at the age of 4 years
And she
old.
played a little boy.
Did she play Little Boy?
Really?
That's right. Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yep, she
Wow.
sure did.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Didn't they have her hair back and it was just one little small braid in
oh
the back? I
yeah,
remember.
man, she played a boy.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh my goodness.
Neo's former stage before the Neo name was Go Go.
Really?
Sushi?
That's the most.
You know what? That sounds like a great name. My name is Go Go.
I'm gonna name myself as some Washington DC percussion.
Just call me Star-Lord.
No.
7 o'clock on the dot. No, that doesn't sound good. All right, last one here, and this is actually makes a lot of sense. You know, here's the mic dropper right here. The
Uh-oh,
fun
here it
fact
comes.
here: Damon Dash and Aaliyah were one of music's hottest couples before her untimely death in 2001.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
feel
kind
like
of
that's
that makes
weird.
a little
Wasn't
sense.
he like much older than her though?
Probably he's like
He
R.
wasn't-
Kelly.
He wasn't as much older than her than R. Kelly.
R.
was.
Kelly, yeah.
Supposedly, he was the one that insisted that she got on that flight and come back.
Oh really?
One that she actually died on.
And you know what? I think Damon Dash wasn't the same after that.
He's not.
Oh,
he's
God.
not. He's so tough. Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense what's happening to him nowadays. The past 20 years now, almost 20 years.
He's still a go though. He's so
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has his own clothing line and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. He's intelligent. He's smart. He's just not there. You know, he's like detached from
Yeah.
reality.
Like kind of pre Kanye or something.
Yeah, kind of like that.
No.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
It'd be fun if he like did a reboot of In Living Color, at least with what original cast is left, you know?
Yeah.
That might brighten his spirits a little bit.
I know.
Oh,
Well, Damon
Oh,
Dash.
You said Damon Dash. I'm over here
You know
thinking,
what?
what?
Damon Wayans? Not Damon Wayans. I'm like, Living Color.
Emotional. I was thinking.
Yeah, I was like, was he?
Sativa got me in another universe right now. So just ignore me.
Oh
Bless my
man,
heart.
Bless
Oh,
your heart.
goodness.
They putting in that water.
I know, right?
Exactly. I think it's called green crack today or
Right.
orange agent something. I forget, but
Okay, let's go
I'll make
to
it
our main topic of the day, and you're going to love this main topic because I think it's a great question to ask. You know, hold on. All right, the question of the day is holding in farts healthy for you, or are they side effects to it?
There are side effects.
And there is. I think that's why some people's breath be stinking.
I went to the emergency room. Man.
Oh.
All right, so it says here on Healthline article, when your body builds up excess gas inside your digestive system, there are only two places it can come out. One of those happens to be in your bottom, and the process of passing gas is better known as farting. The gas that causes farting is also burp. So burping is a form of farting. Same thing, gas coming out through your mouth. Wait, can you burp through your ears?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably can because if you think about it, your ears and your throat are technically connected, just like your nose and your throat are
This is so
connected.
great.
It says farting is totally natural and everybody does it. And most people fart 5 to 23 times. If you're farting 23 times a day, there's something wrong in your ass.
You know,
Lactose
Now we
intolerant.
have to start counting.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm gonna have a D3 moment with all the fellas out there. Let's just get it right.
Women not healthy.
Women don't
I'm gonna
fart.
look directly to the camera, just so you know I'm not playing. All the fellas out there, after you finish doing number 2 in the toilet, do not rush. Wipe as much as possible. Look back at it. Make sure there's nothing there, so you don't have residue in your drawers. You're a grown man. You should not have stripe. You do not have tiger print in your drawers. Wipe yourself.
Oh, who does that?
That's why I buy baby wipes. We got that 3-pack for $4, and I don't get the flushable ones. I get the thick baby wipes. Yes.
They call those they call them skid marks.
You don't get the flushable ones. Where you put it at?
In the trash can. Now take the trash out.
As long as the trash can has the water in
Absolutely.
it, yeah.
Yes.
Disposable what?
I just
Underwear?
recycle the Walmart
No.
trash bag.
We're talking about the poop, the baby one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
You
make sure
gotta
you
get
clean
that
trash
thick. I
every
ain't
day.
trying to have my finger go through it or nothing, you know.
Okay, so Marilyn, do you remember the toilets in Japan?
With the heated seats.
Oh, girl. Listen, I'm telling you, the
Ever
toilets.
sat on a cold toilet in your life?
And then they had the bidets, little squirt things.
Yeah.
Give you
Even in the club.
Tickle.
Yeah, even in the club they got the bidets too, man.
Really?
7-Eleven, yeah, AM, PM. So it's bad to hold in farts. Yeah, there's a limited scientific evidence, but it could cause pain, discomfort, bloating, indigestions, and heartburn. So females. So the question was, when you're with a new partner or with your husband or wife, when's the breaking point where, you know what, I'm comfortable to be farting in front of you?
Day one, bro. Day
Day one.
one.
The barrier. Breaking the barrier.
I
What'd you
think
say?
when I got invited to go over, I just
Oh.
The first night you got invited to go over?
Yep.
She farted in front of you?
No, that's when I farted in front of her. Like she only farted like me like maybe 3 times the whole time we've been.
Wow, Anthony Alizé Weaver, I can't believe the first time.
Bam. You bring out the best in
Hey,
me.
you gotta let people know. What
I said day one, hell no.
That's what I'm saying. No.
Anthony was thinking,
Okay.
okay, we're gonna find out
So
right now,
you-
see if it's the real thing or not.
Dude, think about it.
Day one.
Think about scenario. Listen real quick. If day
Okay.
one, Anthony, and you do this kind of fart, that's check your underwear fart.
It sounded wet.
Did you go to the bathroom
Wet.
when you did it, or you did it in front of her?
Like I did it when she went to go to the bathroom and came back thinking it was her. Still, you know when you go to the bathroom, you come out and you still think it follows you.
Oh shit!
One of those.
Yeah.
I cannot.
All right.
Oh god.
You gotta have
Oh,
strategies to it, you know.
Oh,
I will say though, like, have you ever done it at somebody's house, like, and you took, and for me, for some reason, anytime I go somewhere, I gotta bless everybody's porcelain throne, and I don't know what it is, but like, it's awful. Like, why do you have the worst ones as somebody? Like, I couldn't have done this at On Cue. You have it at someone else's house. There's no perfume. They ain't got no fucking baby wipes. Like,
They got the poop.
man,
You gotta make your own.
I should get one of those.
I had to butt floss with a good towel. It is
Floss
what it is.
You know the plush one that they keep only for the head to white.
Not butt
Yeah,
floss.
yeah.
With a good towel.
I'm so embarrassed.
Get a Coke. Well, so scientifically, holding a fart will not kill you, but it will be a discomfort.
It'll make you stronger.
Yeah, it will. It should absorb back to your body, but you know.
Walmart is the best place to crop dust people. Like, just let her rip.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have farts like this sound, that's okay. But if you have
Absolutely.
one of these,
Did you download all the fart
Letter.
sound bites?
I think you did.
Yeah,
But the silent, the deadly ones, those are the worst ones.
Yeah, those
they
the
are. They burn. They
Yeah.
absolutely
They
burn.
burn.
Man, all of a sudden you get like a rush of hotness and you're like, hey, I don't know what to do.
well, for the guys, there's two different ones. If they sound like this, it's all right. But if they sound like this, hey, bro, I got questions. I've got really good questions. That's a little bit too loose.
Yeah, but you also
Light a
need a
match.
courtesy flush too. You need a courtesy flush. If you just happen to be going right there, and then somebody just happens to be in a couple of urinals or stalls down, and you just go. You just don't leave it there. You just don't marinate and fester. And then you keep doing what you need to do. You don't singe your nose hairs on the way out.
Yes, I always courtesy flush. I'm plant-based, so I eat a lot of freaking fiber. So my poop schedule is on game.
So as soon as you done put the things in the dishes, you head into the other porcelain.
That and caffeine. So yes.
Oh, you need a caffeine enemas too?
Huh?
You need a
Oh, they're
caffeine
great. They're great. Because
Oh.
I have a condition called MTHFR. It's a gene mutation, so my body can't detox how it's supposed to. So coffee enemas are really great to detox your body. So
I haven't tried one of those yet.
Coffee enemas?
Yeah, I wanted to try one because I saw it on My Strange Addictions. Not because
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yes.
I saw that one.
I saw it on there, but I mean,
Yes.
I didn't think about doing this. I mean, I've been to colonic therapy, but not the.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really great for like releasing like heavy metals and toxins and things like that. So that gets built up in my body and it doesn't methylate properly. So it doesn't convert folic acid into methylfolate, which is vital for your immune system and everything. So coffee enemas don't enter the bloodstream like taking caffeine from the mouth. So it directly cleans out your intestines. So it's really
It sure does. About 30 minutes after I take coffee, I'm in the bathroom already.
Man.
Earring.
Yes.
It sounds just like that. That is about 30 minutes after my coffee.
Oh, crap.
Ooh,
you know, so
like
elimination
with the person next to you.
Exactly.
Divine up there on the screen. She said, whenever you wherever you be, let it.
Oh,
Let it free.
I love
Let it free.
that.
I like
Yes.
well, there's some stuff that you can eat, or I would say take out of your diet. Dairy, beans, and legumes. What's that? Legumes.
legumes.
Legumes, yeah.
Brussels sprouts, lettuce, cauliflower, sugar-free foods, cabbage, onions, broccoli, mushrooms, beer, and carbonated drinks. Well, I love it.
So pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Whoever's behind me, I'll apologize in advance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Steer clear.
Like
Yeah.
baby stand down when
Yeah, remember my dad used to underneath a chair like, whoa, a barking fighter. Huh?
And then there's some lifestyle changes.
The
Eat,
mess chair, right? So it's not like-
yeah, you can eat and drink slower, so swallow less air. Eat smaller, more frequent meals to reduce stress on digestive system. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke. If you wear dentures, make sure they fit properly. Your dentures.
Okay. Yeah.
And treat
That's right.
underlying conditions like IBS and heartburn that
Interesting.
may cause gashes.
I can see the dentures
trying
maybe
to
because they
follow
use like
time.
Sensodyne or something.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
dentures, maybe because
yeah.
you can't properly chew your food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it creates more air.
Right,
Can
right.
I ask y'all a personal question? I mean, you know I got questions. Can I ask y'all a personal question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all ever been to the gym and were doing something with your abs and farted?
No.
Yeah.
It's even worse for
Yeah.
women because we fart out of our vagina and it's weird.
Yeah. It sound like that. You're like, damn, I did like a 200 squat. Woo! But
Yeah, I did that during my Air Force PT test. When you're doing the crunches. Like for my
Man,
eighth grade,
the person down there holding your feet.
the dude holding my feet, I was like,
oh yeah.
Poor guy.
I understand. Yeah,
And what do you do
Yeah.
to hold your feet?
yes, because we it was a minute. I need at least 50 sit-ups in a minute. You better focus.
Yeah, if your spotter is spotting you and you sound like this, bruh, D3, you need to check your underwear.
Nah, just rip them off, throw them away. You just go from
It'd be like, do you guys get paid hourly or can we like put
You know the
this session
military
on
don't get
hold
paid.
for like 15 minutes?
All right.
I'll be right back.
So how can you conceal farting in public? I know it happens. You just gotta let it go. Us guys do it more often than the women. I'm assuming. So reducing reducing the chances of you being blamed. You can do the crop dusting, right? When you fart in
Yeah.
public, a drive-by
Yep.
fart.
Well, what you do is I was
Absolutely.
using one from Friends where you put it in the dryer sheets in between your drawers.
Ooh,
That's
that's a good one. Yep.
Whoa! You're literally like a walking air freshener.
Exactly.
That is genius.
You got to be careful with that because you know those dryer sheets have square edges. What are those edges?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
But I mean,
How can you drown out the smell, camouflage, or reduce the smell of your fart in public? Perfumes,
You're the person.
hairspray.
Like just literally like put an air freshener, like tie it to the tag in your pants.
You would like,
walk around with it.
You'd be like, ooh, I smell that black ice.
Black ice.
yeah.
That's my
Hey,
Fart.
That's my favorite.
black ice
Yeah.
be hit, bro. Yeah.
It's the best one.
You're looking for a place to fart. The best
Hey,
place
Dollar
is by
General got those big ones too. So.
yeah. The best place to fart if you're looking for a location is near a trash can. You can mask the smell and blame it. Yeah, well, I've never done that, but
yeah.
Garden department.
I used to work at University of
You said the
Maryland.
garden department?
Go to the garden
Yeah.
department where they sell like manure and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You said what? You said somebody used to work at a university?
I used to work in Japan at the University of Maryland.
Uh-huh.
Walk fast.
The trash can was right there. The trash can, they had like a refrigerator. I was like, this refrigerator stink.
That's where everybody goes to fart.
They need to clean it out.
That's the first refrigerator that had melted cheese in it.
Oh no.
Hey, wait. You
Oh
ever, hey,
no.
Carla, D3, like you're in a meeting and staff meeting and like, oh fuck, I gotta fart. And you got the fucking seat right there. You go. And you put like you would try to snuggle in so it kind of stays into the cushion.
You sit there pinching and pulling at the same time.
Hey, the best way as a parent when you in the store when your kids ain't old enough to talk yet, you be like, "Oh, did you make up?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I blame myself.
I would be in line
time.
at Target like, "Oh no."
When you used to fart in class and you turn around, you use a fart, but then you look at the person behind you like, ew. No. And we had those wooden desks too. They had a little arm on it too. Oh yeah, you talking about the reverberation on that thing?
And see, my dad used to take me to the skating rink, and there's a store that used to be called MG Novelty before it was Party Galaxy, and we would buy fart spray, and he would let me spray it at the skating rink.
Oh, ew.
To purposely make it smell like fart.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Or you're in a staff meeting and you want people to smell your fart, so you look around the room, see who's gonna smell it first.
Oh, you're talking about
Sergeant Carmona, did you fart? I didn't fart, bro.
Like maybe they'll cut the meeting short.
Yeah. You know that guy that does a prank where he's like, he just walks past people, he makes a noise, he's like, oh my God, I shouldn't have had those beans, but he gets on an escalator and does it. And you can't go nowhere. So
Have you ever got on an elevator and somebody has I did that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I've done that.
And I am the one that passed the gas.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did that.
I am that person. So sorry. Not sorry.
Into my ass.
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, everybody likes to smell each other's farts.
What?
I don't know about that.
No, we don't.
Yes.
I mean, I would say like a 2 whiff max. You know, like it doesn't.
Yeah. No, it'd be like, I'd be like, hey guys, I just farted. Yeah, you did, bro. They smell it first. You gotta verify. You gotta verify the smell.
But see, I have a 6-year-old, and when I do it, like she literally, like intentionally tries to smell it. Like she inhales, like she's like, and I'm like, why are you purposely trying to smell it?
I'm childish. First thing I'm doing is crossing my fingers. Like,
burn your nose.
Oh man, as long as your fart it's not like wet, yeah, you're good to go, man.
I've been there. That is dangerous.
Yeah. So I don't mind that. I don't mind that. You know, my Rose farts just like it smelled. That's the only thing that like, hey man, goddamn, you know.
Whoever smells it.
Yeah. That was like me when I messed around and had some of that cauliflower pizza.
He cleared out the whole bottom floor.
Oh my God. That was some good chili. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh God, it's been a fun hour. Man, when you're having fun, it goes by so quickly. So can we have a big hand for Maralen for our first episode with us? Thank you so much from Oklahoma. We'll see you next week every Sunday at 6 p.m. Of course, that's 6 p.m. Pacific time. Maren's like at 3 o'clock. Hey, are we ready? No, man. It's 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, gosh. Bless my heart. I'll get there one day.
I know, right? Hey, guys, I want to thank all our loved ones out there and friends who've been hanging out. And Divine, Brian Cook, Barbara, Mama Barbara. Who else? CD. Yeah. Carl, Azim.
Divine Eye.
It was one of my friends.
Oh, okay. MZ1 Labillion. Who's that?
Tim Atkins. Big shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Divine Eye. What's cracking?
You got Mark Martinez out there and his brother Man Martinez.
Yeah. Welcome. Thank you so much, man. It's been a fun time. Happy Easter, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DJ Kid Mango. We've got Coach Anthony in the house. D3 and Carla. Eric, DJ Mr. A, and of course, our very own first time in the house from Yokota, Oklahoma, Maralen Penny.
You know, voices with some vocals. You know, end it.
You said what?
End it with something. With a note.
Huh? What?
A, B, C, D, E, F,
That's it right there.
HIJKLMNOP. Yeah. I said QRSTUV. What you know about me?
Oh, okay.
Carrots.
Okay.
That's funky.
And hummus.
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 That'll make you fart.
All right, guys. Highway 54. Thank you, guys. See you guys next week.
Thank you.
That'll be easy.
Peace out.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.